It's now been 10 years since the government announced a massive nationwide recall involving defective airbags. But tonight, here we are a decade later, millions of those airbags are still on the road, posing a deadly risk. Our senior investigative reporter Bob Siegel tonight explains just how many drivers are still in jeopardy and the extraordinary steps taking place right here in Indiana to find those drivers before it's too late.
67 million defective airbags, all with a potentially deadly defect. The inflator module inside Takata airbags can explode with too much force, causing shrapnel to fly through the air, killing the very motorists they're supposed to protect. Government regulators say the defective inflators are to blame for at least 27 deaths and more than 400 injuries, prompting the largest recall in U.S. history. So far, more than 45 million airbags have been fixed. But a decade after the recall started, at least 6.4 million cars and trucks in the U.S. are not fixed and still contain a dangerous airbag.
These are cars in operation.
Patrick Olson is with Carfax. He says many of the recalled vehicles are right here in Indiana.
We know there's 154,000 vehicles in Indiana, almost half that many in the Indianapolis metro area that still have unfixed recalls. Those are not small numbers. Our fear is after 10 years, people have stopped talking about it. And clearly, there are a lot of these cars we still need to get off the road.
The risk is literally growing by the day. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration says the older these airbag inflators get and the longer they're exposed to heat and humidity, the more dangerous they become.
These are repairs that either have to take place or we're very, very likely to see injuries or deaths occur.
It is a race against time, and the automakers know that. It's why they're now taking drastic action to get the remaining 6 million defective airbags off the road, one vehicle at a time. Dustin Dupree is going door to door throughout Indianapolis looking for vehicles with recalled Takata airbags.
Zoom out, I mean, Indianapolis is just littered. There's thousands of these.
They're in just about every neighborhood. And when Dustin finds the recalled vehicles,
yeah, it looks like that's one right in front of that.
Like that 2003 Ram truck, that's when he goes to work.
So I'm here from Dodge about the white Ram. It's got pending airbag recalls. They're potentially fatal if that car gets in an accident.
Dustin works with Stellantis, the parent company that now owns Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram. The company is not just warning customers. It's offering to fix their defective airbags right at their house, so they don't even have to go to a dealership to get the repair.
We'll schedule it at 1:30.
Most customers are grateful.
That's a great thing. I appreciate it.
And surprised by the house call.
It was shocking to me.
Johnny Brown is getting his car repaired in the parking lot of his business. Stellantis sent a repair crew from Michigan to replace the recalled airbag inflator in Johnny's Chrysler 300. These old, rusted inflator tubes are now considered so dangerous. The automaker recently issued a do-not-drive order, meaning Johnny's car is not safe to be on the road.
So we're tenacious about going after these cars. We don't take no for an answer on these. We do everything we can to get them fixed.
Crews are now tracking down and fixing thousands of cars like this one, just in Indianapolis alone. NHTSA says this kind of outreach from automakers is extremely unusual, but when it comes to this recall, very necessary.
That's it.
You don't usually see that type of outreach for an automotive recall. And so that just tells you how important the Takata recalls are and how critical it is that those vehicles get repaired.
Several automakers are now going door to door and offering mobile repair service to replace airbags. And the repair itself takes about 20 minutes. If you have an older car, take a moment right now to find out if it's got recalled airbags. All you need is your license plate number or VIN number. Enter that into a website set up by NHTSA or Carfax, and you'll find out immediately if your airbags need fixed. We've got all that information and links at WTHR.com. I'm Bob Siegel, 13 Investigate.